Welcome to Sports Guy Talking. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about the Eagles making Jalen Hurts the highest average per year paid quarterback in NFL history. The Eagles gave Jalen Hurts a 5-year, $255 million contract with about $179.3 million of it guaranteed. Jalen Hurts has now turned himself from a former second-round pick into one of the highest paid players in the NFL. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. What is your reaction to the Eagles giving Jalen Hurts a massive contract extension? My thoughts on that is that it was well earned by Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a fantastic quarterback in the National Football League. When you talk about elite quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts has to be mentioned amongst there. And why has he got to be mentioned in there? It's because of his running ability. It's because of his ability to throw the deep ball. It's the ability to be very accurate with the football. It's the ability to be able to scramble with the football. Not necessarily to run, but to make plays on the run. And as for his goal line usage, man, he's freaking awesome at that. There's nobody that does the QB sneak better than Jalen Hurts in the game of football. Every time the Eagles get into the victory scrum formation, Jalen Hurts always picks up the first down. Anybody can tell you that the Eagles are running QB sneak on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because Jalen Hurts just trucks over people to get the first down. It reminds me very much of Cam Newton, except the fact that Jalen Hurts is 6'1", while Cam Newton was 6'5". When you talk about Jalen Hurts, he is an elite quarterback in the National Football League. The only quarterbacks, in my opinion, that are better than Jalen Hurts right now are Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, and that's because those two are generational talents. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the National Football League. He might even be one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game of football right now. If you ask me where to rank Patrick Mahomes all time, I would say he's a top 5 quarterback in the history of the NFL, just because of his sheer dominance in his first 5 years as an NFL starter. You talk about 2 MVPs, you talk about the fact that he won 2 Super Bowls already, and you talk about the fact how the Kansas City Chiefs have advanced no worse than the AFC Championship game in each of his 5 years as an NFL starting quarterback. That's how dominant Patrick Mahomes has been. There's no crime in being worse than Patrick Mahomes. Speaking of Patrick Mahomes, that man is literally playing on a bargain right now. $45 million a year. I know that he signed a 10-year, $450 million contract, but man, that is one of the biggest bargain-looking contracts I have ever seen. For him to be only paid $45 million, that just speaks to a testament about how good he is and how good his contract is, more importantly. And the only other quarterback I would take over Jalen Hurts right now in the National Football League is Joe Burrow. That's because Joe Burrow is a pure passer of the football. This man can do a little bit of everything. He knows how to distribute the football, he knows how to lead his team to winning games, and he's taking the Bengals to a Super Bowl, just like Jalen Hurts is taking the Eagles to a Super Bowl. Although let's be honest, the path for Joe Burrow was a lot harder than what it was for Jalen Hurts. But other than those 2 quarterbacks, there is not a single quarterback that I would take over Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts right now is a top 3 quarterback in the National Football League. And if you want to go over my resume as well, okay, you might be able to throw in Aaron Rodgers over Jalen Hurts because of the fact that Aaron Rodgers is a 4-time MVP winner, and because of the fact that Aaron Rodgers has been a great quarterback year in and year out. Yeah, he doesn't succeed in the playoffs, but he is a Super Bowl champion after all, which is something that Jalen Hurts isn't. That being said, though, Jalen Hurts, if you want to rank him around 3 or 4, I have no problem with that. I know some people are probably wondering, where the heck is Josh Allen? How come I didn't list him? And that's because I feel like Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen. Josh Allen, is he an athletic freak? Definitely. Is Josh Allen an elite quarterback? No doubt in my mind. Here's my problem with Josh Allen, though. Josh Allen doesn't necessarily win in the playoffs. Josh Allen has kind of struggled in the playoffs the last couple of years, with the exception of the 2021 playoffs where he balled out. I will give him that one. That one, the defense fell apart. But other than that playoff run, Josh Allen has been rather pedestrian in the playoffs. You look at Josh Allen last year in 2022, he did not play very well. Yeah, he beat the Dolphins, but they were playing their 3rd-string quarterback, and the Bills were at home. They should have lost that game had Tua had been able to suit up. And Josh Allen did not play a great game. Josh Allen was one of the main reasons why the Dolphins were even in that game to begin with. I can't trust Josh Allen to be a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. You also think about how Josh Allen struggled in the snow against the Cincinnati Bengals, where he lost to Joe Burrow by 3 scores. So taking Jalen Hurts over Josh Allen is not an unreasonable proposal in my mind. That's how good Jalen Hurts is. Jalen Hurts, to me, he can do a little bit of everything. His biggest weakness is that Jalen Hurts might lack arm strength because he doesn't necessarily throw a ball 55, 60 yards down the field, but he makes up for it with his touch, his lob passes, his ability to scramble. And Jalen Hurts, he can do it all. If you had to talk about the best quarterbacks in the NFC right now, Jalen Hurts would have to be at the top of the list. Remember, Tom Brady retired now. Aaron Rodgers, he's about to move on to a new team. When you talk about best quarterbacks in the NFC, it's Jalen Hurts. And then who else? There's not really anybody else that even competes with Jalen Hurts for that spot. Maybe Matt Stafford if he returns back healthy. You can't trust Dak Prescott to get the job done in the playoffs. But the thing is, he might be the second best quarterback in the NFC. And then, of course, there's the Brock Purdy situation in San Francisco, but he's unproven. And more importantly, Brock Purdy is currently injured right now. He's got the Tommy John surgery. Let's see if he even comes back and becomes the same player that he was, because it is very hard for guys to have elbow surgery and come back and be the same player, if not straight up better. But I'll say this about the Philadelphia Eagles, though. They still are going to have a favorable cap hit for Jalen Hurts, as what's being reported right now is just a little under $5 million this upcoming year. That means the Eagles can continue to build the rest of the team around Jalen Hurts, but let's see what happens, because the Eagles have not repeated the NFC East division title 2 years in a row since the early 2000s. So let's see what happens. But you're just looking at the rest of the NFC East, you look at the rest of the NFC in general, it's just honestly very weak. You even look at their own division. The other quarterbacks in that division, Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, Sam Howell. Now, I like Sam Howell. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think he can be a future Pro Bowl quarterback, but the reality is he's unproven right now. And when you look at these other quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, do you really believe in those guys? Dak Prescott is overpaid at $40 million per year. He's not that guy. Here's the thing, though. He's better than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones certainly isn't worth $40 million per year. He's going to regress. And as for Dak Prescott, you can't trust him to win when it matters most. So when you look at it from that perspective, the Philadelphia Eagles secured the best quarterback in the division, as well as having the best quarterback in the NFC. And think about this as well. They got to give him a contract extension before Joe Burrow got his contract extension, and Justin Herbert got his contract extension. So that was good timing on the Eagles' part. I gotta give them tremendous credit for that. Overall, though, I like the deal. Yes, it sounds like a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but it is earned by Jalen Hurts. That was a well-earned contract. This is not one of those overpaid contracts that will regret and cripple the team moving forward. This is not a Kyler Murray type of contract where that would just screw over the team entirely. I like this deal for Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. So that is why the Eagles absolutely did the right thing in extending Jalen Hurts now, as it puts them ahead of the 8 ball compared to other NFL teams. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinTran and Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.